What's good, guys? This is going to be a video for my Smackdown review, April 29, 2011. Um, yeah, Smackdown tonight, it was actually a pretty good show. Not gonna lie, I'm really digging, the new roster, and not to mention the opening video for it was just awesome. The song still fucking sucks. That stupid Green Day shit. They really need to change it. But the new entrance video with Orton, they have like Orton in the part at the end where his eyes look like viper eyes, if you will, snake eyes. Looks pretty cool, and DiBiase and Sheamus are in it, and all the new SmackDown guys pretty much. And yeah, it was a good show. So let's just get to it. Um, so yeah, like I said, new intro. It's still the same crappy song. Randy Orton out to start the show, and I gotta say, no homo, he looks good with a little scruff. I forgot to mention that in my Raw review that he looked like he was growing a little bit of a beard. I like I like seeing I like Orton on SmackDown, and I think he could go with that little scruff. He could run with it. It looks good. Uh, no homo. He says, for those of you who don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Randy Orton. Who the hell doesn't know who Randy Orton is? Seriously. He says, for the first time in almost 5 years, I'm back on the SmackDown roster. He says, I'm looking forward to the challenges that lie ahead for me. I've got a little unfinished business to attend to in Extreme Rules with CM Punk. And then out comes Drew McIntyre, interrupts Orton. Came out with a Raw shirt on. Everyone wrestled in the Raw SmackDown shirts. And I assume tonight was the last night, just for like the brand week. And by the way, the rosters they don't go into full effect till this coming Monday after Extreme Rules. So because some people weren't on SmackDown, like Daniel Bryan or Ted DiBiase or Yoshitatsu or any of those guys. So for those of you freaking out because none of them were on the show, relax. I'm sure they'll be on starting next Friday. The rosters will be like official. So out comes Drew McIntyre interrupting Randy, and he talks about how he's moving to bigger and better things. So Monday Night Raw says everyone's gonna have to wait a little longer to see Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. He says I'm just here to say hello and goodbye, and he kicks Orton in the gut, goes for the future shock, but Orton drops him with a nice RKO. Then he gets back on the mic, and he's as I was saying, and then he's interrupted by the new SmackDown superstar Alex Riley. So no longer with the Miz, which I think is good. He needs to start, his own career. But his music is definitely jobber music, and he came in, grabbed the mic, didn't even say a word, and got RKO'd. Thought it was pretty funny. Um, then Orton interrupted by Alberto Del Rio, um, with Brodus Clay and Ricardo Rodriguez, and Del Rio says, Orton's making an impact on his first night on SmackDown, just like I did. Says, unfortunately, for all of you, talking to the fans, you're going to lose me. And Del Rio, Clay, and Ricardo Rodriguez surround Orton in the ring. Like, Ricardo Rodriguez looked like he was going to fight. And then Christian comes out to Randy's aid. Teddy Long comes out, and like he does pretty much every SmackDown, it seems like. Says the main event will be Brodus Clay. It's always like people talking, superstars talking or getting into it or whatever. And then Teddy Long comes out and announces a match. It's usually a tag team match, too. I don't know why. So Teddy comes out and says the main event will be Brodus Clay and Alberto Del Rio versus Christian and Randy Orton. So we go to commercial. Grizzlies beat the Spurs. Good for them. I picked that, by the way. So commercial, back from commercial, out comes Kofi Kingston, who's attacked from behind. A new member of Raw who's attacked from behind by Sheamus during Kofi's entrance. Sheamus just kicked his ass and finishes the beatdown with a brogue kick. I heard there was talk of doing a Sheamus Kofi Kingston match for the U.S. title on the Extreme Rules, which I'd be kind of pissed just because if it'd be so random. Like I still don't know why Sheamus did that tonight. Maybe just to make a statement, make an impact. There can be no point to a Sheamus Kofi Kingston match, and if there is one, I hate to say it, but Sheamus's reign as U.S. champ is going to be over already. They're going to have Kofi win it so they can bring the U.S. title back to Raw, so to even out the titles. SmackDown has the Intercontinental title, and Raw will have the U.S. title again. So hopefully Sheamus stays U.S. champ for a little while longer. Then we get Sheamus finishes off the beat down to the brogue kick. We get a preview from Mark Henry versus Rey Mysterio tonight. We go to commercial. Now comes Jack Swagger followed by Sin Cara. So first match of the night, Sin Cara versus Jack Swagger. In the arena, the lights were kind of dimly lit for this match. I don't know if it was, um, an error or something by the lighting crew or whatever, but I thought it was still pretty cool to see the lights like that. Sin Cara wins in a good match, and then wins with a roll up. Then Swagger tries to attack him after the match, but gets dumped to the outside instead. And then Sin Cara, it's a huge crossbody off this top rope. And Cole's like flipping out and stuff. And this, by the way, Cole, yeah, he was out talking a bunch of shit. He was trashing JR. I didn't care to take it down. And then Cole's lips all busted up because JR really did like give him some good shots. Um, Sorry, I was getting a little distracted. So yeah, after that match, you see Big Show and Kane backstage walking their matches up next. Commercial back from commercial. See another vignette for Karma, formerly known as Awesome Kong. I hope she just debuts now. I'm getting a little tired of these promos. Out first is the core. Is by the way the same vignette we saw on Raw with her, where you actually see her face now. So back from commercial. Out next is the core. Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel. No Wade Barrett tonight, by the way, or Ezekiel Jackson. Out next, new tag team champs, Big Show and Kane. So Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater versus Big Show and Kane in a rematch for the tag team titles. Kane and Show win a decent match. They both hit choke slams, and Kane got the cover. So I like these two as tag team champs again. It's like finally, credible tag team champions, and no one's who the hell's gonna stop them. I think they're like combined weight of 808 pounds. Like, damn. I just remember Team Lesnar back in like '03 at Survivor Series. It was like Brock Lesnar, Big Show, A Train, Nathan Jones, I think, and Matt Morgan. It's a combined weight of like over a, like 1,200 pounds or something, 1,000 pounds. Ridiculous. But yeah, so this is a pretty massive tag team. So backstage, you see the Great Khali with Rajan Singh. Khali drafted to SmackDown. Not anyone cares. Mysterio walks up and they exchange words, and Khali basically says, uh, in his language that fucking Mysterio, good luck on Raw, and Ray's like gracias or whatever, and so then some dude walks in. I read about this. I didn't read the spoiler though, but they said that FCW star is debuting on SmackDown tonight. So I didn't, I maybe thought maybe it was Tyler Black, now Seth Rollins, but fortunately not. I don't know who this guy is, but he's some Indian dude. So he's talking to Kali, in their native language, and he kind of seemed. I got the vibe he was like this cocky, younger guy. He was in like a suit. He kind of almost looked like an Indian version of Alberto Del Rio, to be honest, because he kind of had that smile. And um, when Rajan Singh went to shake his hand, he was kind of like this dude was like shook his hand, but he kind of tell he didn't really want to. And then he just walked off after saying a couple things to Kali. I forget what his name was, to be honest. But yeah, I guess he's new young talent. They're ready to push. Um, Yeah, another reason why it reminded me of Del Rio because he had that smile too, like just that arrogant, pompous smile. Then Rey Mysterio walks. Oh my God, sorry, I'm a little slow here. So we go to commercial. Back commercial, out comes Rey Mysterio, and we see what Cody Rhodes did to Rey last week. And then Rey talks about leaving SmackDown, and that his journey continues this Sunday at Extreme Rules against Cody Rhodes. I swear, they're meant Rey was like it's been a good ride, all these years. It's like I swear they just and Josh Matthews made it seem like Monday on Raw that he has always been on SmackDown when he got drafted to Raw in 2008. That was only 3 years ago. So I know WWE kind of recently starts liking recently to erase stuff from the past, but 2008. I mean, come on, it's only 3 years ago. So whatever. So Rey, with his little hero speech. Out comes Mark Henry next. He definitely does look a lot slimmer. I want to see him with the T-shirt off, just so I could actually see. Apparently, he's lost a lot of weight. He's down like 398 now. They said he used to be 456 pounds. So we see his heel turn from Raw. I really like this heel Mark Henry because this is like the real Mark Henry. I feel like these guys, when they're heel, they get to be themselves more. Like I feel like if Cena turned heel, we'd see the real John Cena. but God knows that will never happen, unfortunately. Um, so he tells Ray that Mark Henry says, you know, Ray, it's unfortunate that tonight's your farewell because tonight it's my debut. And so Mark Henry versus Rey Mysterio. The match ends in disqualification thanks to Cody Rhodes. So Ray ended up winning. I was really hoping Mark Henry would win and just let Cody, beat Ray up after the match. But so he takes Ray into the crowd and they start going at it. And he just really beats on Ray. And Mark Henry ends up hitting him with the world's strongest slam in the ring. And then Cody, has another paper bag, puts it on his head. Cody Rhodes he's awesome right now. Really digging his character. So then we get hyped for the tag team main event. We go to commercial. I'm back from commercial. Michelle McCool down to the ring, followed by Layla. Layla challenges. So this was a match, right? Layla versus Michelle McCool, and they ended up ending in a double count out because they were fighting on the outside, and the referee counted to 10, and they were still going at it. So the refs came down and tried to break it up. Sorry. So then after the match, Layla got on the mic and said, I'm tired of this shell. At first it sounded like she was maybe saying, I'm tired of this shit, but she's like, I'm tired of this shell. I'm challenged. Layla challenged Michelle to a match at Extreme Rules, no DQ, no countouts, all that whole spiel. Michelle accepted, and then she said, but you're not getting off that easy, Lay. I'll accept under one condition. And Michelle was saying this. I don't know. Maybe it was just me who noticed, but she was looking around the arena, before she was saying. She looked like she was about to cry. To be honest, like she was looking around, like, wow, this is it or whatever. Because she said, "Loser leaves." Match to be loser leaves WWE, and it's really weird because I don't know why. I've heard rumors that Michelle McCool is leaving all of a sudden. I don't know why. I think she's one of the better divas they have on the roster who can actually wrestle. Layla's improved a lot, but I'm a big fan of Michelle McCool, and I like her as a heel. And I thought she was the first ever women's and divas champion, first diva to hold both titles, win both titles, and I just think if she leaves, that's gonna be another talented women's wrestler gone. I wonder if she wants to go to TNA or something, or if she's just taking a break. Who knows? Uh, I wonder if she leaves, if Undertaker will leave. I don't know, but anything. So yeah, Michelle looked like this is the last time I'm gonna be on SmackDown. She looked like she was getting emotional. Um, but the funny thing was, because I had read about this, that she originally said a loser leaves SmackDown match, but they edited it, I guess, to where it was actually originally supposed to be loser leaves WWE, but they had in the script loser leaves SmackDown. So you see Michelle say loser leaves, and the camera pans on Layla, and you just hear she's like loser leaves, and then it's Michelle, but it's WWE. So it's like loser leaves WWE. It sounded really bad, and I just thought it could have been better. It's kind of funny though. So Layla says fine. So the match is on. Layla versus Michelle McCool at Extreme Rules. Loser leaves WWE. So we see Christian backstage talking to Matt Striker, and Christian talks about Destiny how Del Rio took him out for 6 months. His career could have been over. Talks about his best friend Edge retiring. He talks about how before last week he had never even touched the world title. He said because he felt like he never really earned the right to it. And then he says this Sunday he plans on doing more than touching the world title. He plans on keeping it. This is Christian's time, baby. I can feel it. The guy then, guys at the announcer's table run down the Extreme Rules card. So then out comes Alberto Del Rio and Brodus Clay, and then Christian and Randy Orton. So Brodus Clay and Alberto Del Rio versus Randy Orton and Christian. Orton and Christian win. This was a really good main event, I thought, tag team match. And Orton and Christian, awesome tag team. Orton won with an RKO on Brodus Clay. Yeah, I just thought this was a good SmackDown, and this is a good tag team main event. I like Brodus, man. He's good for a big guy. So yeah, SmackDown was good tonight, guys. I'm gonna try and do more SmackDown reviews because I really like this new roster, and so everything will be in full effect Raw and SmackDown this coming Monday after Extreme Rules. So let me know what you thought of SmackDown if you guys saw it tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow for my Extreme Rules predictions. Subscribe. I'm out. Peace.